I don't know about you, but I know prayer still work. Yeah, still work. My God still work.
Check one, check.
You, but I know prayer still work. Yeah, hallelujah, prayer still work. Prayer still work. Some worry about house and car and land and van, but at the Father blessing that keep me so strong. So you see me by myself, I hold a firm meditation. Give thanks and praise to Jah in a devotion. Cause I don't know about you, but
a new generation, new time, and new takeover. I believe the woman
Like that. So I'm addressing that. So she would just crave some banana like me was
great sister.
do you think nowadays
Tell a friend to.
is that yes or no? Something first of all before.
I don't want to.
You way over.
One, thank you for your support.
Big up to everybody.
too much names to mention. Hey, we don't understand how they fought for us. All we have to do is say thank you.
Well, pleasant good night. We say thank you to everyone who will join us tonight, who joined us already. We are saying thank you to Mr. Dan Steve. Thank you to everyone who believes in our movement. Dan Steve, love the works with us. See the video for the song. Continue pushing, I love the vibe. Yeah, man. Big up. Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up. Actually, I thought that's David Brown. Yeah, big up yourself, David Brown. One salute, David Brown. I thought that's what Dan said, but big up to everybody who join us already and who gonna join us, you know. This is from the 80s podcast. Every Saturday night we do it 9 o'clock. And we come here and we sit and we're talking about so much things that affect our community from the 80s podcast. Snappa, Chef, the music man, with alongside the Blessed Nurse. Blessed Nurse. The floor is yours, girl.
I just want to say good night to each and every one. Thank you for your support. Please like, share, and comment. And we're going to make this program a program tonight, a program to remember. So please like, share, and comment. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and we'll get this going on, okay? So you could edit off like with some song or something.
No, first of all, more it wrap down the big episode. More it by you position your mic, fixing yourself.
My mic is positioned.
No, it's
you
not.
Don't worry about my mic.
I'm worried about
no,
the only reason I'm worried about it is because I'm producing this podcast and I want it to look good. So bring it over somewhere and then sit in the camera. Yeah.
My mic is fine.
You can't tell the producer that, Angie, you have to listen sometime. Bring
I
it over.
It's fine. I don't want it.
You're way over in the corner there.
I must come over.
Yeah, come to the camera. See that? Yeah, man. Because I don't want you to turn your head like that when you're talking or when you're looking at the camera. Okay? Because you have something to say. What you have to say to the people tonight? Because I don't want you to turn away. You see? I'm going to tell you something first of all before we start this podcast. You see, instruction goes along with in life. So you see... No, I'm going to teach. No, it's a raw podcast. So I get into it. You see, instruction in life, it goes along. It comes to the best of us. Because so if you go to a job, so if you look this way, them say, no, look that way. Because there's a reason why. So when you're done, so it no matter who we take instruction from, once is the right instruction, we have to take instruction. Do you take instruction? Do you take instruction? Is that yes or no?
Everybody take instruction.
You think everybody take instruction?
Yeah, but...
You think Donald Trump take instruction? Do you think Donald Trump...
Good night to each and every one.
Do you
Let's
think
start this podcast first by saying pleasant good night to each and every one. Thank you guys for your support. Let's please keep this show going. Like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, comment. And we're going to keep this thing going, all right? So first, I just want to thank God and just want to say Happy Woman Month, Because this month is for the woman, and I need you guys to shine. Rise and shine and give God that glory. Just rise and shine, lift yourself up, pat yourself on the shoulder, and know that as a woman, it's a lot of things we have to do. It's a lot of struggle, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it because that's what we were made for, right? To get things done, and we're going to get it done. So,
do you think nowadays women deserve Woman Month?
Of course.
So, do you ever hear about Woman Month when you grow up, like your grandmother them and your mother and the great people them like the nannies? Because I don't see no nannies today, and I know Rosa. And where is the Rosa and the nannies?
They're right in front of you, but if you take a little time, you will see them.
Where they at?
That's the thing. In those days, because it was so dominated by men, and they were so powerful. So when a woman do something, it was like shocking. But now the woman them overcome by doing so much, and the man, they don't like it, because usually the woman would stand back and the man they would shine. But now with the woman power, the woman, it's just we as a woman rising now. We're rising for the better, not for the worse. We're rising to stand beside our king, if you guys just allow us to and accept it. We are rising to be great mothers, great sisters, great daughters. You know, we're rising to be great people. And I think when with this all said,
so you believe
strong woman.
So you think your grandmother them never rise? You think your grandmother
didn't rise to the occasion as much as we do now.
So you think these girls today that's wearing battery rider in front of them babies and cursing is better than your grandmother who used to discipline the kids?
And why you only look for the worst thing? There's so much thing these women do more than wearing battery rider and
no,
stuff.
because in all fairness, that's the woman them who I'm seeing.
But
like
when I look in the wrong place.
No, I don't have to look. I don't have to look. That's what I'm seeing. Like I see woman wearing their pants below their bottom. Woman calling each other bro. That's what I'm seeing representing woman. So I'm saying to you, why the woman because I'm really going off of what you say, right? Mm-hmm. Where is the woman them who was there? My grandmother, like I told you, like a king like me was raised by a woman, by women. And I never hear they complain about. I never hear they one day yet complain. And they were powerful people who actually was just living their life. They wasn't saying somebody's holding them back. They was living their life and actually trying to push us, even we as man, up to get us more strong. Even just with even wars and with even the woman, they were making sure they were there to, even if it was war, to make sure when the soldier them get shot, them clean the wound, so them can go back out and win the war. The woman was there to nurse them to make sure, because they understand that part. Like a lot of things, even in our community, that we run for today to buy, the woman them was doing that. Like I remember, if I bought my toe. And I wouldn't run to maybe like a grandfather. I would quicker run to a grandmother. And it wouldn't even be my grandmother. And she would just scrape some banana and she would do something and put on the toe. And to me, as a youth, me respect the woman because I feel like we could never do it without the woman. Today, this feminist movement that we have today that's representing women, they are saying that these people didn't do shit. And I feel disrespected because I feel like I look at my grandmother and my great-grand had so much of good female, I feel like brushing them off and I don't like that. So I'm addressing that. So I don't know, I don't care, but I'm just saying I feel like you're supposed to apologize to them.
Apologize to the dead?
They are not all dead.
You say your great-grandmother and your grandmother. Or you're talking other old woman?
Yeah, but even my grandmother could still be. My grandmother just died the other day.
Yeah.
So
well, I think every woman.
I'm nothing wrong with apologizing to the dead.
Right, but listen, because there's no problem happening. What happened? It's a new generation, new time, and new takeover. I believe the woman, them in that time, They live their life, but they live the life they know how to live. They live the life they think that's the life to live. This generation now know that this is not the life they want to live, to be just to depress, sit down and be, say what to do and what, carry all the burden. We feel like this is for both of us, the men and the women, and we're doing it together and do it with style and with respect. And, just respect each other and make it work.
Angie.
Before, the woman was burdened with so much stuff and the man was free. So because of that, our men like it that way. But it's different.
No, they wasn't free. Man wasn't free. Man used to work their ass off.
You guys are more fun. They used to have more fun than my grandfather used to have more fun than my grandmother.
No, not
because the grandmother only cook, clean, make whatever money stretch. In the house clean, they go to church, go out. A woman couldn't go party like that.
Not true.
By themselves, unless it's a setup or a night or a family birthday party.
Angie,
I'm talking what I raise up and
But if you, Angie, what if your granddaughter say that about you? You never get to party.
That's not me.
You never get to party.
I was a party animal.
Exactly.
It wasn't me.
What are you saying though?
I'm not that old. Like your grandmother.
You think so you can tell your great grandmother?
No, I said you're talking about in your grandmother and your great grandmother days. So I'm addressing that.
No. Maxine lying there right now, maybe she can defend it. I'm saying to you, what you all, because I don't even want you to call yourself no feminist too. I don't even want you to do that.
I never say that.
I hear you say it multiple times, say you're a feminist, and I don't even know what is a feminist.
I never say that because
I'm just telling you
what a feminist.
What
I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say, the woman I am is the woman of today, the woman that respects herself, love herself, and know who she is, I know what she worth. That don't mean like you have to be disrespectful.
I'm picking your brain.
Mean like you have to be out there.
I hope you know I'm picking your brain, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm picking your brain. Hey, Maxine Line, big up Maxine Line.
Good night. Please. Like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend because we want this program to be hot tonight. Felicia, my dear, good night.
Felicia, tonight, I'm in that space where I'm picking Angie's brain because she came on and she's saying, what you said that start this?
I said, Happy Woman Month.
And I said, do you think women today deserve Happy Woman Month? And you say yes, and I said, so I would never hear about Happy Woman Month back then.
Because they never used to celebrate women back then.
Who you think create the Woman Month?
Whoever created it, I don't know.
Is it a man or a woman who
it must be a woman say that it's about time we've been appreciated. It's about time.
So when is Happy Man Month?
Acknowledge. When that month come, you will know.
When is it?
I don't know. I'm not a man.
You don't care to know?
I'm not a man.
Do you care to know?
I don't care. When
you see that shit? I don't like that.
So why should I care? I'm not a man. When that man come, we'll give you a happy. I will say to you, Happy Man Month.
You see the problem?
Why should I try to figure when is a man month? You must know that.
You know the reason why.
You didn't know it's a woman month. I find it out.
Because I don't value those stuff.
Right. So why you want me to value Happy Man Month?
No, because I'm trying to tell you what they are doing. It's dividing and conquer us because
there's no divide.
I'm explaining to you. It's every day we're supposed to celebrate you.
Every day is Woman Month.
Exactly.
Every day we do what we need to do.
Nothing wrong.
But at least we're being recognized to get a month that being just for us.
So then.
And do you realize? I don't cut you, but do you realize we get that month right after Black People Month. Black People Month.
Cool.
Because there's the history we need to go deeper.
Cool. But so you agree that February should be Black History Month?
Of course.
So no more months.
And what?
No more months.
Every month is Black People Month because we work every month. But at least we get recognized on that month.
I think
some recognition which we deserve. And it's the same thing that goes for Woman Month. And it's right behind that. And you know what? Great, because it's my month also.
I actually wanna recognize y'all.
You're supposed to.
Want.
You're supposed to recognize us every day, every minute,
no, you
every
can't.
second.
You don't do that. Don't bully
you
away. You can't bully away through life. You know that, right?
Listen, sometimes if that's what it takes for us to get
that's
where
the problem,
we have to go there.
You know what I'm
Respect acknowledgement and understanding.
You know what I'm learning as I go along in life is that, you see, respect and all these things is earned. A lot of women, I don't feel like when a woman is out there disgracing herself, she should be all in her same esteem as you. So I feel like we should say happy, nice woman month. And then happy, disgraceful woman month should be
in July. I think that's when we should, because that's when every woman disgraces herself in July. When they go naked. Yeah, man, July. Happy, yeah.
You lie.
But listen what I'm saying to you guys. It's just a pleasant night. It's the month started from when I didn't take time out to tell my sisters, happy woman month. And this is the month that you guys to celebrate, to just enjoy, and just to, you know how much we appreciate you and how much we lift you guys up and how much we know you're working hard, being a mother, being a wife, being a sister, being whatever you is, a teacher, a lawyer, nurse, a doctor, whatever you are, and being that person. As a woman, I salute you. And I just want to say much love and happy Woman Month.
I mean, in all fairness, I have no problem saying happy. I really have no problem saying happy Woman Month. I'm just.
Just say it. I know, but.
No, because.
That's all you have to say first. Say happy Woman Month and then you say everything else after.
Because I don't.
Well, don't say nothing. If you can't say that, don't say nothing. Just keep the. I am the one here want to lift my sisters up, my mom, my whoever, all the great women out there. Just keep doing great, because you know what? Greater is in you. And my sisters, I can see the journey. I know the journey. And I can see where you're going. And let me tell you, it's not easy, but we can do it. So just keep going, keep moving, keep doing what you got to do. Because guess what? I love you and you love me.
I want to play a little piece of song for the ladies, because Woman Month, happy Woman Month to all the ladies them
thank
out
you,
there.
Thank you. I'll say thanks to you.
You see them trying to treat you less, treat you so mean, so mean. You know that you're just so amazing. Don't try to disrespect the girls in my world. Such a destination. You have to go on such a
Enough love, my sisters.
You never let them see you cry, even when you're hurting inside.
I really want to play this song, but I think I have a better mix over here than myself.
Where you cut the song?
No, because I want to play.
Listen, my sisters. This one dedicated to you guys. Keep doing what you're doing.
It's a better mix. It's called Ladies, you are me. Angie, sit back please and let me serenade you for a minute, please.
I'm dancing
This
for my
is
sisters.
for all the ladies.
They beat you back.
Just rap to it, Angie. Ladies, it's your song, y'all listen.
They treat you so mean. You're just so amazing. Such an inspiration. Such a boss, baby. So independent. You never let them see you cry, even when you're hurting inside. And even when it's wrong, girl, you always wearing a smile. When you're sunny as a rock.
They just
And
can't
there's
stop us.
times I wish I had your strength. Your smile keep you on top, 'cause you just keep on inspiring people every day. You're just amazing. You're such a blessing. You're so amazing, girl. You're so amazing. You taught a lesson.
I'm dancing this for my sisters.
fool, you got to go to work. Even if I chicken and jerk, you could take care of everything, girl. And still you never complain. So amazing. You always on the move. But to keep that body in a two-top shape, you're so beautiful. Such an inspiration. I love you, champion. You're so amazing. So amazing.
So amazing, my sister.
So amazing. So amazing. I got to tell her like I'm feeling your time. Look at yourself and say, I'm an inspiration. Come on, say it out there. I'm an inspiration. Tell yourself, girl.
Yeah.
So much inspiration.
Alright, I started, my style. Never pick your brain. Again, me say happy woman month. So I mean I don't care what you represent, and I would say happy woman. I always think that woman is powerful. I feel like
So powerful.
Personally think
Super powerful.
right, because I could never take that from women. To say that, because I always say that woman hold a very special spot in my heart, because a woman who raised me, like I never scare, I never put my mouth to go and talk, I never talk with no water in the mouth. I say that.
Better
I
not.
always, no, I just want you to hear me, I say.
I'm hearing you.
No, I just want you to hear it for
I'm
you.
hearing you.
No, because you see, when you do that, it's like it's provoking, because it's
I'm not
when
provoking
there's
because you say you don't talk
No.
with water in your mouth. I say you
no,
better
but
not.
you see, it's no reason to. You see, one of the things in our community is like when we say these things, it seems like there is some when we say it's not for real, but it's not a joke. It's if there was if like I actually defending women all my life. So today when I come when I come and seeing a lot of things that happen in our community, I don't think that it is that the woman. I would never blame the woman for the thing. I would say that I think the woman them overwork, but I don't mean that the woman them overwork mean that they did the right thing. I feel like a lot of time when they overwork is when them lose them strength, and I think trying to gain weakness and call it strength, because I see a lot of women today gaining weakness and calling it strength. I see a woman running to drive a garbage truck and say, because now we can drive the garbage truck. Now I'd rather see you not driving no garbage truck. But you will brag, that will become a bragging right for you. Now, do it if you want to do it, because I know that woman can do it, but I feel like as much as how you want to say that, may even have a little discussion about the ear today. And it's the reason is why.
That's why. What's it?
Because I think you were saying that you went to some man, some yeah, I said, I don't think that is right, because if you make the game and them come turn the ear just around now, there's a lot of women gonna be out of a job. You gotta be careful of what you're supporting. You gotta make that man go and lay some black. You can't round here supporting foolishness and then expect the foolishness to stop.
That's ignorance.
I know
why?
it's ignorant.
No, listen why I said. You have to respect a person or whoever that person is for who they are. For you or for me to say which job is for that person to do or what to do, that's not our place. Everybody have their place, their time, and whatever. You don't have to go there if you don't want to go there.
Well, I think that's what's going on in the broader world. We are trading places, and
But
then when the place trade, you don't
know what
understand
happens?
it.
So
Yeah.
if that be the case, we'll be having more shortages of man.
But
So
that's
what's the problem?
But I think that's what's going on. Big up yourself, Nakim. I think that's what's going on. I think like you would say, like, and I hear you say it more than one time. I was even listening to a podcast that we do, and you were saying that all of the good man them turn gay. I hear you say that more than one time. So you are saying gays them are the good man.
But you say you hear I said it.
Yeah.
So where you asking again?
So you say, if me turn gay then, that would make me a good man? No, I'm saying, if I see a guy on the street and I say, I like that guy, would that make me a good man?
That's what you like, brother. Go for it.
Would that make me a good...
Go for it.
I want to be a good man.
So whatever you think make you be a good man, you go for it. I'm a good woman. I don't
say that. Don't ever say that. Take that back about
what?
all the good men are gays. Don't say that. You said it.
I didn't say
You
that.
say it, and I'm saying you shouldn't say that.
Most
Woman
of the
should...
good men.
Yeah.
I said most of the men are being gay. So yeah, we already have a lot of good men standing. That's what I said. I didn't say most of the good men are gay.
So then where the good man
how
them
would I
gone?
know?
So where the good man them gone?
You find them and tell me.
Where is the good man?
But you know what happened? I'm not even going to stress it where they're gone. I know where you are. And if you feel like you want to be a little good over there, you could go over there. Whatever sweet you, go.
That's
To each is their own.
You know what's funny about that? You say that, you know that I'm a good man and I'm right here. Eh? There's so much good men that I deal with every day that is doing, even working harder than me. Even when I listen to them, they every word come out their mouth is about them wife, is about them family. But I don't hear they getting no praises. I don't hear.
Why do you think you have to be praised though? It's your job.
So then,
it's your job to take care of your family. That's what it is. God made man to take care of their family, and He made a woman to be the man helpmeet. So there's no need to be praised to be a good father or a good man. That's what you're supposed to.
But you know that in all fairness to that, right? Today, or the setup, woman is making more money than man.
And that's what the problem is.
It's not a problem. We are
It
reasoning.
is a problem.
It's not a problem.
No, it's not a problem in our community.
No, it's not. It's not. You see, one of the things when I say that, you bring it to black. It's not black. It's woman. When you say, are you defending woman? Are you defending black woman? Which one?
Woman.
Exactly.
Black woman.
So no, you don't get to say that.
All right, I'm defending my black sisters. You know why? Because that's what I know. I cannot talk about another culture when I'm not in their culture. I know nothing about it, so I can't speak. What I don't know, I can't speak.
So when we talk about woman, then
I'm talking about my sisters.
Speak about black woman, then.
Yeah, my sisters.
Cool. All right. So even let's come back over black woman, then. One of the things over here with the black woman, jobs, especially, you ever hear them say America is a woman country? Let's use America for instance. If a man come from Jamaica and a woman come from Jamaica, who is gonna start making more money faster?
It depends on the trade.
I want you to be realistic.
I'm saying realistic. I'm saying it depends on your trade and your skill, and sometimes your education.
We don't have no trade, we don't have no skill. We just come from Jamaica for come better with life. Who you think gonna start making?
What do you mean? If the woman and both of you have no skill?
We not have no skill. We just come here.
Who? You mean the men or the
man and the woman. We just come from Jamaica. None of us have skill. None of us have even say education. Who you think gonna start make more money fast?
It depends. Most of the time, woman will get job quicker. But who make money faster, it all depends. Because if a man learn to do plumbing or woodwork or whatever, they will make the money. Or sometimes there's some on-demand job.
So woman can do plumbing?
On-demand job. Woman, where they really come here, they always like work in a store, babysitting, take care of older person. Most of that, and they will get the job. And sometimes they get those jobs without a paper, without education skill. They're underpaid.
Yeah, you can't.
They're underpaid.
Big up yourself, Peter, and you can't do that. I want you to reason because I don't
question.
Like when you reason.
You cannot. No, this is how we reason.
So are you saying man? So are you saying man is making?
That's a question.
Are you saying man is making more money than woman?
I don't know. It depends.
Choose
all right,
one.
the
Choose
men.
what you want to say.
It depends. Women are making more money now than before, but I wouldn't say woman is making more money
in our community.
In our community, the friends I know, the black man them I know, making more money than the woman. It depends on their job and their education and their skill. But the ones I know, first of all, we as women in my community, we make money, but sometimes we have to work two jobs, 3 jobs, and we are willing to work more job than the man, so we'll make more money.
You're not willing to work more job than us. You get job more than us. It's
no,
not...
I'm just saying, no man gonna leave their job and have a 9 to 5. The woman them more do that. They will left from one job, go to the other job and left from the one. You're not really seeing the man them doing that. So because of that, the woman them will make more money. But if it's an overall for a woman and a man to work one job at 9 to 5, I think the man will make more money. It depends on the field. The man them I know, because the black man them I know, they either have skill, education, or they have something. So the job they go for, they make money.
Alright, and that can, I'm not even going to try. Because you see, there's some time when you just say woman is making more money.
No,
no. And
I'll say that. As I said that, woman will make more money because they're willing to work 1 or 2 or 3 jobs. But you will have the man making, if we're both of them working at 9 to 5, the man will make more money at times. It depends on the job.
Man get more pay than woman. You say it's for the same job they will pay the man. Because that's still going. You say they will give man more money. Like, not really all the way still, because some job is just one period. But and what happens with some job, the man will more stick out the overtime than woman. Woman on certain job is just there to be a part of, but the man actually do the work. Even on some job that woman say they can do, his man will actually still helping the woman on the job. Because some place where woman would work where they have to lift stuff, they actually just there putting on their lipstick all day. Is the man still lifting the work? If a woman is supposed to lift something, the man, and it's just, I'm not going to stand around and see a woman lifting something and I'm not going to help. But a woman will help too, you know.
Oh.
But I want you hear.
I'm hearing.
It's my duty. It's my duty not to see you, to still protect you, even that. And even if overtime gonna run, the woman are gone home because she gonna be able to take care of the baby them or whatever. If she just gone home because she have to run to the hairdresser, the man usually take the overtime. Woman, even if woman take the overtime, she not going to double shift on a hard work. It's like when a woman get to pick the hard work, she gonna pick the easy work. And if she don't get the easy work, she gonna complain because but that's feminine. You see, that's how it's supposed to really be. But I'm not even saying that.
I think women work more overtime than men. I think that.
Yes, if you want to say woman work like say the nursing and these things, because that is those overtime are not really stressful overtime in terms of physical. Like if you have to do the physical work, like to say.
So what you do? Where as a nurse you don't do physical work?
Because you don't want to stay there and talk to each other and look for the doctor and everything there and just like it's almost like a party every day for you sometimes on the job. It's true, Angie. It's like we are actually at work. You guys sometimes when you're at work, you're actually working and playing same. Like full joy in your life is a reason why you didn't.
So the doctors are men. Are they working?
If a doctor, yeah, because I'm saying some job are like that.
I said, are the men working?
I mean, if you're listening.
No, I'm asking you a question. I need an answer. Is the man working?
Yeah, I mean, in that sense, there's sometimes all the argument they can come together, but you know what I'm saying.
So the woman doctor not working.
I'm not trying to be contrary. I just want to know in our community, right? Who you think is making more money? That's all. Who you think is making more money now? That's all.
It
Cool. I'm glad that even you can't answer that straight because you said the woman.
How could I answer that?
Because you said man's supposed to take care of the woman. So
whether the woman working more money or not, a man's responsibility is to take care of his family.
You're saying if you making $2,000 and I'm only making $500, I'm still supposed to give you how much out of the 5?
3 or 4 and you keep 1 because you choose to work $500 while I go work $3,000. So your job is to still give me 3/4 of what you working to take care of the household and the kids.
Where is that law?
No, you asked a question and I'm saying my rules. You asked a question, I'm giving you the answer because the man, and this is the thing I want to say with the men, and it's fine. This is the thing I want to say with the man. You guys want to lead, but But lead with just your mouth. You have to lead with your mouth, your heart,
So
your
we
pocket.
can't lead if we don't have any money.
No, I didn't. You hear what I said?
I'm
With
asking
your mouth?
you yes or no. Can we lead without money?
Where you gonna lead?
I just
Where you
want to
wanna
talk.
lead?
I want to talk.
Yo.
I just want to lead. Can I lead with
No,
read
no.
some of the comments? Because
No,
you see
you
right
can't
now,
lead
you're
without
getting
no
a big
one.
trouble tonight.
Because you have to,
you know you're getting a
to
big
help
trouble
your
tonight,
family,
right?
you have to support your family. You kind of sitting there talking and the woman one working. That means the woman
I'm
is
not.
leading.
I didn't say I'm sitting here. I said I'm making $500. Can I lead a woman who is making $2,000?
Well, listen, we have some very important answers here.
I don't know.
Felicia said good night, and I want to say good night, Raquel. Good night, West Kim. Good night, Felicia. Good night to each and every one of you. Peter, good night. Right here, you could keep talking. I'm looking really.
I'm looking at
Same
you.
goes for the woman, that goes to the man. All right, that's Raquel. But they still get praises, and it's their job. I think she's talking about the men. Yeah, they want to get praise. The woman do the job, and they still want to get praise when it's even their job, which I agree.
What do you mean?
1 second. You say answer some of the comments. Read some of them, and I'll tell you after. Peter, them there are them yard in place and comfort. Them there are them yard in peace and comfort. Wisdom.
That's really.
Yeah, I think what, because we didn't read
try to
in it.
figure it out.
Yeah, may I figure it out in a minute. Let me read. It's a lady tell. If a lady tell lie on a man, they would not even know because they do not even want to hear the man's side. This Raquel said, if a lady tell lie on a man, they would not even know because they don't even want to hear the man's side. Okay. Felicia said, woman can do plumbing. Woman can do plumbing because I know 3 women plumber.
Cool.
Okay.
I said
And
that.
then Raquel said men make more money because they go for hard jobs. All right, and I guess it's so on and so on and so on. I can address it.
I like the comment section. It's not a bias. I love where we are today as human, as especially in our community. I love that we start reasoning like this. Go ahead.
Yeah, but listen, we were reasoning like this long time, but we just need to listen and understand each other and respect each other's point of view. And once we respect each other, we can talk. We'll make things more easier.
No, because you know where this stem from, and a lot of it stem from she saying it's Happy Woman Month, and
Yeah,
I
but
said
it's Woman
I
Month.
feel like women was always being celebrated in our community. I think the problem is you see the ones who are not, and if you are defending woman that is not being celebrated, I would give that to you, because I tell you that I strongly think that in our community the woman them overwork, and I think because the woman them overwork sometimes.
Wait, sorry there. Peter said because you asked where are the good man there. Okay, so let me go back to where Peter said where are the good man there. 1 second, I'm sorry to interrupt, but let me see. Because some of them I go through so fast so we didn't know. Here. Them there are then yard in peace and comfort. That's a good man then there.
I mean, what we supposed to do? Out the road?
Work. Well, all the good man there. Then for their work.
24/7 Zanji?
No, come home to your family and make it a family and be happy. That's it. That's all we want.
I mean,
Just
I don't
happiness.
think woman complaining. I think one of the problem with our community, every time you mention a man and a man in our community, is it that they are not taking care of the woman. But man cannot. Some man don't even choose to live with no woman. Some man don't even choose to have a woman right now.
They're gay.
No. You see that?
They're gay. Once you see a man can live without a woman, don't want a woman, they are looking on the other side.
No, a lot of man who
every man need a companion, because that's what God made them for, and to make that partnership, to make them happy, to make them together.
A woman who don't live with a man, is she a lesbian?
Not really. And you know why? No, I don't. Yeah,
So then
that's
don't
not
say
what
that,
you said.
Angie.
No, you say A lot of men don't want no woman nowadays, and they don't live with no woman.
So how the woman get?
They never
I
tell
don't want
some
to
man
reason
they
like
don't
this.
want
I
no
don't want to
man.
reason like this, but I'm gonna do it a little bit. Why a woman get the choice to not? I don't want to question why you don't live with a man. I just know
You
that
cannot live with a man, but every woman need a man. Once you know, every woman need a man. We need each other.
admitting that today.
No, every day.
Cool. So you're not
we
good
need
by
each
yourself.
other. What?
You're not good by yourself. You can't take care of it by yourself.
Take care of what?
You need me to fulfill you. You can't take care of yourself.
Fulfill me?
You just said why you're not good by yourself. What is it?
I'm good.
You're lonely. What is it? What is it? What? No. Because one
Lonely
minute.
will leave me alone. Why? Tell me why.
Only will let me fall in love. Go ahead. Cause
Oh, no.
Anywhere I go.
Always by my side. Lonely will every part.
Yo.
Listen, love is a wonderful thing. Love is great. And we need each other to show love, no matter how you take it.
You know the funniest thing about that? That is what a house will need. You see, when we know that and be truthful, it's going to be a beautiful race. And I
think we know that, but I just think
I
we
don't
need to work
know.
harder
We don't
on
know. We don't know. And
We know.
And I will tell you why I will come down on the woman them now for this. Because I feel like the ladies before who actually was doing that is because you are so powerful. But anytime you get weak, then the race get weak. You're the mothers. Like it's like as much as you don't want it, as much as when you get that lead to do that, you don't want to take it and you don't want to be the best mother you can be. It's rest on you. That's why you still gonna get the blame. When people come to the house and say the house chaka, you get the blame. I let the man so you have to come to the house.
And that's why I always say no matter what goes on in the house, the woman are the one that get the blame because the woman is the one that run the house.
But it's not man blaming you. It's
It
not
doesn't matter who.
No,
I'm
no,
not saying it's
you
a
must
man
hear,
or a
but
woman.
you must hear that
It
part.
doesn't matter who
You
blames
must have
you.
to hear that part, you know. It's not a man blaming you that the house is messy. It's the same woman blaming you too. Because that is how much on hold each other. Like even you live the daughter in a different to a different standard than or you hold your son. So you expect your daughter not to throw her clothes all over the floor, but maybe if you see your son do it, you can still upset, but you will call your daughter a certain name where you wouldn't call your son when it comes to that. Say, you're going to be...
Not me. It go for both of them. Both of them. I'll tell my son, you got to clean up your mess. I'll tell my daughter just the same. I think
I don't
it's
like
just
when you're-
biased.
I don't like when
But
you're not being
no, but
fair.
you here with me for decade and we have kids together. Have you hear me talk different to DeAndre to clean up the place from all we say to do?
Angie, you will go by DeAndre house and clean it up because
Right, so
because you
DeAndre's
don't
a woman.
because you try to pick shame out her eye.
No,
You will
because
never
I'm her
do that
mother.
if you go to your
Woo!
son's house.
Woo! Comment. Let me tell you, I'm that mother. When I go to my son's house, he makes sure I say, Mom, don't move that. I go to my son's house, I go to the college dorm, and I'm cleaning up. That's just who I am.
But who
I
do-
go
but
to my
who do
daughter,
that?
I clean. The mother.
Exactly, but
I
don't-
do it.
But I really don't do stuff
But
like
you're
that.
a man. I'm not expecting you to go to the house and
Oh,
clean
so
up.
there's expectation. That's what you're
Of
saying.
course, a mother
So
always
let's-
do these
let's
things.
start- let's
I wouldn't
start-
expect the father for going down to house and clean up, which I see
Why?
you do that.
But why?
No, because you expect the mother to help her teach you. Come clean
So
up.
if you expect it, why can't I expect it? Like, why can't I have certain expectation when the man them start have the same expectation of you? We are something else. Why?
No, I never said nothing. I just said,
Anjima, do you didn't love?
I never said, you worry too much about everything.
No, because she,
All right, just keep it going. I never said that it's a man or a woman job. It's supposed to be anybody job. Anybody. You can do it. I can do it. If you choose to do it, then go ahead and do it. But it don't mean that it's my job, your job. But most of the time, mothers are the one who do that.
I don't. I hear what you're saying, Angie. But what I'm saying to you, if you are not doing that, that is when the problems start. That is when we don't want you again because we feel like, that, you know, what is this what is this podcast called? What's the name of the podcast?
From the 80s.
From the 80s. And the reason why we call it from the 80s is because in the 80s or like before the 80s, we do things a little differently from these people today. So if it is that you making so much money, you have all the rights that you have today to do so much things, and you could add some of the values from back then, it would be a even better, you could be a better woman. Like you can just imagine take some of your great-grand value and add to today. Because I feel like a part of why we are not even super great today is because we leave all of that. We are not bringing that over. So if you all did bring over the skill that your great grandmother or your grandmother have today, when you get the money, you wouldn't even need to even be buying nobody name. You would understand that, because if you go back and look at certain pictures that your great grand or your grandmother them take, or even the wedding dress that your grandmother married in, you would realize that they actually make that in the community.
But we don't want that right now. So that's
but
what I'm
no,
saying.
you can't
Time
do that.
change.
You can't. But you
Time
see that
change differently.
No,
Nobody
time
want to
don't-
wear their great grandmother. Some people like
not trying
Annie
to, but you're not
Young,
trying
but
to
time
listen.
change.
This is the problem
Wait,
with the
sweetheart,
woman.
one
Yeah,
second.
but no, hold on.
Let
hold
me
on.
read.
Hold on. No, this is serious. Wait 1 minute. Never make a do it. I said to you, if you bring over some of that old time value today, when say you never have the finance, to today when you have money, and then you take the same money where you have now and just double down on what your grandmother used to do, you'd be more powerful.
Not me. I'm powerful in who I am. I don't need my grandmother's strength to make me powerful. She has made the way. My grandmother opened the path and I walked through. So I know how to walk because she made that walk. I don't have to bring her over with me. I bring what, you know, as I'm saying this to you over and over, things change, time change, and because time change, we have to change.
That is the
My
problem.
grandmother is an awesome woman. My great-grandmother is an awesome woman. On both sides.
That is the
I
problem.
adore them. But what I'm saying, I am just a different woman than them.
I think that's a problem. I think, and I can't
Sorry,
hear,
and that's maybe
but
the
I think
problem.
that is a problem that our community is having. I think you guys are trying to defy the law of nature, and I feel like it is why sometimes life gets so hard, because it's simplicity, you know. It's the simple things. It's you just looking nice by looking nice. You tell some woman out the road in something that don't even fit them. Back in the days when you see woman, their clothes fit them. Today, woman wear clothes that don't fit them to say they are in fashion. It don't even make no sense. Today, woman breasts is coming out of them. Things that you only see prostitute did back then. Today, woman do that and try to normalize it. And we mustn't say anything. Huh?
No.
Today, woman cut off their ear off of them head and put on fake ear, and we must not say anything about it because it's this new world. Today, woman bring the little baby. Go ahead.
You know what? As I see some comment here, and I'm gonna read Peter comment, West Kim, and so on and so on. Okay. And Felicia said she think when we were talking about work and man and woman, Felicia said I think woman will take city tests for a better job faster than a man. And West Kim say amen. Yep. And right here, I think when we were asking what about the man and where the man them at, and he said it, and I said, close back that door, sweetheart. And I said what I say. He said, no, if it's no go, it no go so. Men want a right woman. They're willing to be without the right woman until they find her. Because woman nowadays now bring shit to the table, he said. Only one stretch out them and no business about that. About the man. As long as them no business. You clap fast me?
No, actually,
no
just-
business about the man as long as them get what them want.
You think-
you know
you
what,
think- you think there's
Peter,
any
I
truth
must
to
say, to you, you know, I like the way you write the fatwa because I haven't read some of the fatwa.
You
Great
think there's
job.
any truth to that?
There's truth to that.
Okay.
But it's not every woman. I could say that, but it's not every woman. And that's the thing with men. When you're picking or you're trying to choose a woman, there's certain, you have to know what you're looking for. Sometimes when you're settled, and that's what happened. And the same thing for women. You have to know what you want and what you're going for before you're settled. Because I believe there's great king, great queen. But sometimes, and you know what, we all make mistakes, we all lose our way. But when you do that, you can step, come back again, and just keep it going.
I think in order to celebrate Happy Woman Month, you actually have to prove to us that you are a great woman. Like a lot of men.
You know what? Stop 1 second, sweetheart. Let me answer that.
Yeah.
We don't have to prove. I am with you. Am I a great woman?
I
am a great woman. I'm asking you a question. Am I a great woman? I'm asking a question.
You know you can't bully me into saying that.
No.
Just ask me nicely.
I'm not asking you nicely. I'm asking you, am I a great woman?
Yes, you are.
No, not like
because
that.
Because
say it with grace. I don't want it that way.
Yes, she's a good woman.
No, listen.
No, because I'm saying you can't do that.
No, I'm doing that because you keep saying, you know, nowadays not nice. You couldn't get a better woman than me. Unless, you know what, let's keep it rolling.
No, listen.
Because guess what I'm saying?
Let me explain that.
That's the thing with we in our community, these black men. When you get a good woman, you don't know it until you lose it.
You see that?
No, I'm answering to Peter right now. Peter said they're waiting back to find, but sometimes you got that woman there. Not you, Peter, but I'm saying this from a sister to a brother. Sometimes the right woman there, and you overlook her and you don't appreciate her when she's gone. That's when you realize.
You don't understand who's representing you out there as a woman.
I'm talking to Peter now. When was your time to talk? You wasn't talking. So now I'm talking to Peter. So Peter, as I said to you, this is what happened. At times, in a relationship, whether the man or the woman, you can find good and bad. And you can have a woman who don't know what she wants and she find a real king and she could change around to satisfy his need and satisfy her need. But you got to know how to treat that woman.
I don't think it's
Vice versa, the man. You could take a man from way down there, do nothing, and you get a real king to stand by you as a real man. What we as women need in our community today, we need leaders. And I believe, with all due respect, Peter and the men them out there, I believe my brother them lacking a little bit and the woman them taking the leadership so much and then they can't handle it. You're born to lead. You're the king. Put on your crown, lead, and let the woman then know that they have a leader. We want to know that we have somebody leading.
But Angie, in order for us to lead, you got to let us lead.
No, it's just too much. You guys want too much.
No, I'm saying.
Peter, I'm talking to Peter. When you get your time to talk, look why you wasn't talking. I'm talking to Peter. Peter, I know you said sometimes men wait back until they find the right woman. Sometimes, sweetheart, the right woman is right there. And because we overlook it and we don't appreciate what we have, and sometimes it's not even said don't appreciate. Sometimes we take it for granted because this woman is too good. This woman is too marvelous. This woman is too for real. This woman go work, she come home, she cook, she clean, and she's there. She never even have time for herself because herself is for her family.
I don't think woman
I'm talking to Peter. I'm talking to Peter. 1 second. So, because we do that so much, we lost ourselves. And because you lost yourself, the men in the house, they're not looking at that woman no more because that woman is not attractive. That woman is not what they really want. So because of that, they see something outside. That's the man. They see something on the other side. They look so green and beautiful and they run over there. When they're over there, it's not what they want, and it's so hard for them to come back, and then they complain. And even if they take back that woman and they come back, the woman will never be the same because guess what? The trust is gone. And that's one thing we need. We need that love, respect, and trust. And sometimes just take your time and figure out what you have and what you want. And sometimes as a couple, we could work it out. We could walk that walk, talk that talk, don't make that quick jump, because sometimes we do it and we regret it. So as I said before, my sisters, you guys are marvelous. You guys are wonderful. You guys are powerful, and that era is in you. Just search for it, and you can be the best mother, the best wife, the best. First of all, be the best person for you. The best person. If you are the best person for you, you could be that best wife that these men are looking for. But remember, these sisters nowadays not gonna just sit down to be that woman, just to cook, clean, and just in bed and to feel. Those days have gone. These sisters want more, and these brothers want more. So because we want more, we're gonna work together as a couple to make it happen. And I think that's all we need. Work together to make the dream come true. One of us can't work. It takes two of us to work. So when the man them complain, the woman them changing, man changing too. So both of us changing. So we need to make changes and talk what the changes we can do to make our community better. Because the woman they crying, the man them crying. What can we do to make it a better place?
Angie, what is the rate of divorce between woman and woman?
What?
What is the rate of divorce between woman and woman?
Woman and woman?
Yeah, woman and woman.
I never seen a woman and woman married and not great. And I never.
Most women who married to woman, them divorce quick.
I don't know.
Women don't even want to stay married to a woman. They divorce faster than man.
I don't know about no woman.
Woman and woman.
I don't know. Maybe you're right.
Like most lesbian women that I know that said they was married. Say I used to be married and my wife, we break up and she got the house. Woman don't even stay with woman, Angie. You want to, we can't do it. You can do it. Why we supposed to do it, Angie? Explain that to me. Explain that to me. You be talking.
You know what? Let me read some of these comments, because I'm not really going there with you right now. Because
Angie, you're not staying together. Y'all not staying together. I'm not trying to, like it's crazy.
Listen, I'm not going there with you right now.
Better go there now.
West Kim said female should have standard, and that's so true. And Felicia said, no, we are our own person. Time has changed.
Time change, of
yeah,
course.
Wait.
Felicia.
Yes, some of their value we carry, which is the grandmother and mom. She's saying some of the value we carry, but we don't bring it over.
I think we should carry all of it.
No, we are our own people. As she said, we can't carry all of their value because we are not them.
But I
all right, and Peter said, no, not every woman is major. Oh, majority?
She said not every woman is majority.
No, not every woman is majority. And it cut off. I don't know what's going on with my phone. Wait, maybe I gotta use your phone. Sorry. And he said bad him up, Andrea. He said, "My for body up. Where my soon body up? Where Peter? My soon do it. Make him answer. Yeah. Peter, my soon make him answer. Don't worry yourself.
Yeah.
Andrea, you make me laugh. You not ease up on him. Not at all. Pot and Snappa.
Yeah, man.
So Felicia said, a lot of time what we are physically attracted to is not the right one.
True.
So true. And Peter said, it's a 50-50 thing, like Snappa said. These women don't allow man to lead. They think they're the leader. I think that's famous. They think they're the leader, yeah. But you know what, Peter, I'm gonna answer that. And Felicia said, because we are looking at their personality. We are looking at their personality, appearance, instead of soul searching.
Yes, true.
The one we are not attracted to is the one we are not attracted to is the better person.
And I feel that. I feel like
you know?
I feel like the reason why women complain so much is because the man that they want is not the one that they should have. The one that they should have is the one that they ignore. You see the man with him glass and then look at cocky like this, That's the good man for you. Take him home. Do what you
For who you talking?
For y'all ladies. If you want to bring him, that's the man. You are trying to bring him this guy. This guy who go in the gym and work out and bulk up. And he's not bulking up to come home. He's bulking up to be a player.
So when they say I bulk up a man into a player, want to play?
No, man.
Go on the play field.
I'm changing the narrative.
Go on the play field. No, you said, if you look for your man with them glasses down yourself, but for your glasses never down yourself.
And you know what I said to you?
And you exercise every morning. So why are you exercising?
Because, you know.
Why are you exercising?
I'm exercising because I'm trying not to.
You want to keep healthy?
No, yes. More
Lion.
so.
What were you going to say?
I don't
trying
want
to deal
no
with
blood pressure. I'm trying not to do blood pressure medicine and these things. So I'm doing it for me more so.
Oh, so why the other man them are doing for go?
More majority of them what you say in the gym. No, I mean I hear you. Right. Because if we reason every point like that, then
I'm asking you are saying so. You are the man and you are telling me because every morning you say you're going to the gym. So what the hell are you going to the gym for? I think you're going to be healthy and stay fit. But now you are telling me, the other day I see you get muscle and I wear muscle sleeve. So as somebody in a look. You better not.
I'm that. But
yes, so
let's go back to the part.
It's a part with it. It's part. We want to know every part. So as Felicia said, sometimes we as human beings, we go out there and we get attractive to other people and they're not attractive to us. And sometimes when we do that, it makes it more difficult and it makes it more
It's not making it. You know what? When I say all the while, Felicia, Peter, I feel like in our community, right? The only reason why sometimes we quarrel about when a man and a woman break up because you are trying to. You love toxic. You love to see toxic, whatever toxic relationship. Right. So you want people who don't even belong together to stay together. So if you see other people divorce in other community, it's just a divorce. In our community, it's a workless man. Him good in left with woman gone.
No, it's all
break up. Some people break up amicably. Some people break up because them sister them a grow up this now work. It better if them go them separate way. It don't always in other community.
I believe that if you're together and it's not working,
not in our community, though.
No, why stay? And that's because you want to bring over some of the grandma stuff. Grandma and grandpa, that's what they
right,
have.
Exactly.
They have, even when they toxic and it's not working, they stick together and they stay together. That's what the old people them used to do.
Not really.
Of course.
Not really.
Of course, sweetheart. Let me tell you something. In my grandmother days, or my mother day, or my great grandmother days, woo! Those grandfathers used to get bun. They have a 16 children.
Angie, stop it. Because the foolishness start over there. When we don't.
Over where?
Oh, my father wouldn't know who their father. Like all the foolishness.
I'm just saying.
Listen
Because wait, no. I'm saying what you are saying. You say we should bring. Oh, so you say, all right. Let me go back to it. All right, let me go back to where you said just now. All in those days, in your days, the mother them. Sometimes I know what the father and yes. So you said we should have bring that over. So why not complain then if we should have?
No, you shouldn't bring over.
But you just said we should bring over everything.
I like
no,
that's not intelligent reason. No. If we are going to
highly intelligent. You don't tell me
don't go back to those reasons.
What? No, you have to stick to what? No, you said it and even Felicia said. Why should we? No, listen.
Are you trying to win a conversation with your reason?
You know what? Calm yourself down and listen.
I don't want to reason like that.
Listen. No, you can't say what you want. Yeah. You don't. It's not what you want or I want. We're talking and you have to relate to what me I say. I relate to. You said we should take over everything, and then now you're gonna say in those days those men used to give the man.
I don't think.
So you can't say one thing. It don't mean something else. As we just said and Felicia just said, we are our own self. We don't have to bring over our grandparents, then bring over our great grand. And you said yes, we should bring over everything. I don't think a lot of bad
things that black woman do is black woman. I think it's woman.
No, we're not talking about that.
No, let me explain to you. I think the only problem y'all having is y'all holding us to a white man standard, but you would never see when a white man mess up. So you only hold us to want to be like a good white man, but you're not seeing we just messing up as human being. So when you see the black man now make enough money, is a deadbeat, but you would never see that when our next person in our next race are go through hard time. Everybody got through hard time. It don't mean because a black man not working now and him home and a chill out till he get back a job, he's a deadbeat. Not necessarily, him just don't have a job. In our community, if you're the black man, you see him smoking weed or whatever, you think he is deadbeat. No, he maybe make more money and he may be a hustler do what he have to do. Hustling is not just in our community. Hustling is in every community. The problem with us, we make, and it's not even you saying it. You making other people telling you to say that. So this is where the problem is, because you are holding us to a standard that sometimes we actually have to struggle to get to where you want us to get to. So most time, even when we get there, me and you are fight so much that me don't even like you no more. Because when me not struggle, you never understand that I was going through my struggle. So when Peter is saying even the woman now give you a chance to lead, because you just even said, if I'm making $500, I can't lead you. You said that.
No, that's not true. Say how I said it. You said, if I am making $3,000 and you are making $500, can you lead me still? It's not about the money.
Is that yes or no?
No, let me answer.
Yes or no.
No, you don't tell me how to
answer. Answer yes or no.
It's not about the money. It's about the principle. If I am working $3,000 because I'm doing 3 jobs, and you're only working 500 because you're just doing your few hours and come home, and that's what
no,
you're
it's not
do.
few hours. I'm working real hard to get the 500.
Oh, so if you're working real hard and that's what all you can get, then that's all you can get. So what I'm saying, you say sometimes the woman them work themselves away and work till they don't know themselves. But guess what? Your $500, if I go outside and work $500 and we come in the week, is $1,000. $1,000 cannot pay our mortgage, can buy food, can take care of the kids, can buy toiletry, can buy. So therefore, we have to find a way how we're going to do this, because we have to do it together.
Angie,
hold on. No, you hold on 1 second. As a team, we got to work together to make it happen. And that's when you come into a relationship. Once you come into a relationship, we're in it together.
This podcast,
it's not you come and what you can bring to the table or what you can. It's both of us doing it together.
Let me ask you some ladies. So when we used to have $100, right? We used to cook, we look at mackerel and rice, come in, we kiss up, eat, feel good and nice, and we look at radio, and we dance around at the house. And then as we start make $2,000, is not enough money. What happened? Where did $100 could I do the same job, and now we have $2,000? Why we not still do? Why we not even saving more money?
Snappa,
why we are not saving more money?
Stop the foolishness.
Angie, me and you used to live in one little basement room when we lived in the attic. We were doing so good, sending back money home because we actually bought house from just being simple, Angie.
Okay, so let me ask you.
Since even say you say life get better, I didn't even do nothing. I didn't even buy nothing. I was driving brand new car.
Let me tell you something. Alright, let me address it. Alright, I don't want to hear what you're saying because it's foolishness. It's foolishness. Can I address it first?
Hold on, love. Sometimes when I'm saying something, don't just try to go against it. When you listen what I'm saying.
I don't want to listen because it's foolishness. So I'm going to sit here and listen.
My love, listen now.
Wait, sweetheart.
But
let me
ask you
1 minute.
One second. But if you listen to it, everything that you're still saying, you can say it. But when you just hear what I say.
But me hear it every day. Them
no.
just are hear it.
So you don't think there's a lot of women who never used to have money, and they used to live so good, and when them start have money, them now live?
Of course.
This is what I'm saying, love.
Of course. No, let me address what you said earlier. You said when you and I used to be together.
No, don't use me.
I'm addressing something. All right, you said in the days when it used to be $200 for the rent, you used to eat mackerel and dumpling, and woman used to be good, and that was then because you could afford to do that. You could afford to be in a one room, and in a one room you're paying $75 a week, and you can have buy food and you can use $40 and give your grocery for
Angie.
Now, wait. Now you have to have $1,000 for a room.
Angie, I
First
used
of
to
all,
make
when you rent a
Angie, I used to
room-
make $180 for my pay. When I'm paying
When you rent a
$75,
room-
I used to make $180 for my pay. Stop the foolishness. And now if you start make
You're living in
$2,000,
another world, you know that?
Angie, you're not.
Certified
my
when
love,
you used to work.
My love,
wait,
you wanna be
let-
contrary and trying to
No, you
reason.
have to listen.
No,
That's why.
hold on,
no,
hold
you
on,
have to
hold
listen.
on. This,
No,
I mean,
you
I
have
get
to
like this
listen.
right now.
No,
because
every day we get
you know,
like
I
this,
get like
guy,
this
you
right
don't
now
listen.
because I'm trying to check her. The
You're not
reality
checking me, you gotta
is not
check
about
yourself.
you. Listen good.
No, ask anybody.
And just
When
stop doing
you
that, you
used to
can't talk over
work
me, love.
180, when you used to work 180 then and pay your rent for $75 a week, it could have done something. No, you cannot work $180 a week and think you're gonna do something. You can't even go to the supermarket.
And I get that.
That $180 cannot go
No,
in the meat shop. The other day the fishman came and I spent $200
What
for
we
fish.
do with
And
the fishman? Why a fishman is coming here? Because you want to act rich.
What?
Why a fishman is pulling up?
Because if you go to the supermarket, it's the same thing. Why waste my gas? Why waste my time when I could be in the house cooking or
See
cleaning?
that?
I have the fishman come to the house and give you more fish for your money than what you're going to get in the supermarket.
I give that to you. I give that
So
to you.
you got to have a big fish in the house. So instead
got
of
no
cooking,
fish.
I get the fishman come.
Take that back. Hold on. Don't
Yo.
say nothing. Take that back.
Take
Big
that
fish now with you.
So, when saying that,
No, but my
no
love.
fun and joke. Wait, sweetheart, let me tell you. Back then, and I keep telling my husband this, and I think he can't get it. So maybe Peter, any male on there who can help him to understand this. Back then, when you used to work a certain amount of money and it could have spread and take it, it cannot do it now. You need more, and I don't know what to tell you. He tell me, live the simple life. I don't want to live that life anymore in a one room.
Sweetheart, I want you to listen to this.
All right, let me listen. Let me hear you.
So, what's happening in our community is what you're not realizing.
What is it?
You, because maybe you say you taste the good life, which you had. I know you had it before. So what you're doing, you are falling for it. What you say is not going on is still going on in other community. We are changing from our good self to a bad self. And then we are blaming somebody because we are let go off of the values them that used to make us great. That's why I'm bringing back when we used to sit and cook and we sit down and eat what we have. Today, you want to go to a restaurant and spend all of your paycheck in a restaurant.
That's an idiot.
You're not trying to listen.
Idiot.
So
If you don't have no money, a man or a woman. If you don't have no money, no. That I said that's an idiot woman or a man.
So you admit
who
there's
going
idiot
to
woman
a
out
restaurant, woman or man.
You admit there's
I'm saying
idiot
woman
woman.
more so idiot man. Yeah, you just a pressure woman them.
Me
So
not
you
pressure
know.
no woman.
Yeah, well,
And you
listen
say-
what I'm saying. I said woman and man, but you're just sticking on the woman. And this all stem after I say apple woman.
I'm not pressuring the
Listen
woman.
what I'm trying
not
to
pre-
say to you.
I'm not, ladies, I'm
All
not
right.
pressuring you.
No, listen what I'm trying to say. Any woman or man that going to a restaurant with all the paycheck to buy food, they're just dumb because you want to live the life you can. But for me, what you're saying, when I came here, I was living in an attic, a one room. Of course, but I want betterment. So I go out there and I work harder and better to give my kids a better life and to let my kids see there's a brighter way out there.
I don't know what the reason
So
about though. Because
when you can't have your way, you
no,
don't
because
know.
I'm
You
just
will-
saying
all
I
right,
don't.
could you be quiet? Let me
I'm
finish
saying
now.
if I said to you, explain to me why a woman back then could take a little bit of money, make up a nice plate of food, and today we're making more money. You supposed to say, yeah, we're the problem.
No, I don't supposed to say nothing.
At least it's a
You
food for
cannot
thought.
tell
But
me what
Angie,
to say. You don't do that.
So
I'm
you are
not a
justifying the
woman.
problem. I'm
No.
saying to you, I'm giving you food for thought to say, yeah, what happened?
No, give me thought for food. I don't want no food for thought. You know what happened? And that's what happened to our woman today. We do not know how to talk and when to talk. And then because of that, you guys said that's our problem, these women today. But yet still, this is what happened. You guys want to talk and tell us what to talk, when to talk, without due respect. As a leader of the house and the men, and as a woman, I think we are just as leaders. But guess what? You are the head of the household. But we have to
Angie,
talk and understand each other and
Angie,
talk. You cannot tell me when to talk, what to say, and when to say. That's dictatorship. That's not leadership.
Actually, nobody can tell you when.
Nobody at all.
Cool. And
Only God.
So we
because guess what? Respect is due. You're my king, and I respect you. You're leading.
we
I'll
agree,
let you lead.
So we agree on that.
I'll let you lead. Don't get overexcited though. But I'll let you lead, and you're the king.
No, not the king.
So
we agree on that. Nobody can tell you when to talk.
Don't get too excited about that craziness. When let me tell you something.
Are we agreeing though?
Well, let me tell you something. With all due respect, we have to give each other that time and that space. We all are human beings. It doesn't matter if we're a man or a woman. And everybody we all have our own opinion. We all have our own voice. And we just have to respect it and let each other speak. And that's the thing. You can't just say what you want to say and I must just say what you want me to say. That's not leadership. That's dictatorship. And that's what we're getting mixed up in our community today. We need leadership, not dictatorship. And we need to lead. And when the man leads, we must say, oh, the woman can lead and say, we have a good leader. My husband is a leader. I can depend on him. We don't need to put each other down. We don't need to force for what we need to say to each other. Because you know what? Our community need understanding.
Yeah.
And we can reach out to each other in different ways. Not in a way of letting each other look less than the other. And that's what I just want to say. In our community, we need to step back and stop fussing ourselves that the man have to lead and whatever. It can be the woman and the man lead and it can go right away. But the man is a king and he's the head of the household. But that don't mean every time he have to be the leader knocking head. It make no sense. Then we're going to have a toxic household and we're going to have problem every day with who leading. If you know you're the leader, just stand for the leadership. Just lead. A woman mouth make to just talk. So you can't follow the woman.
No, so Felicia said, no toxic relationship. You should separate because neither person is happy. You are miserable.
Of
in
course.
A toxic relationship. And
that's so
but
true.
I think we want to hold on to toxic relationship, and that is when sometimes we even can't end amicably, like just end it. And it don't mean that when we're done, me have to blame. Can't say I was the sweetest woman I ever meet, but we just wasn't good for
and we
each
can't
other.
say you're the sweetest man we ever meet and we're not good for each other. So you see, it can be both ways where we can say something, but sometimes what happens in our neighborhood and in our, what's the problem is, sometimes the embarrassment, the family, you try to do for the family. And I think with black woman, the woman, I could talk for the woman. I think sometimes we go through the abuse and we hold it down, not physically, mentally, and emotionally. Because
I don't even see why sometimes...
You wanna let me talk?
Because I don't even see why you're selling
you're
this.
saying.
I don't see why
you started.
I don't see why you're even selling this.
Stop saying things if you don't know what you're saying.
I don't see why you're selling this.
No, let me talk. And then
but
you talk and I'm answering.
I don't think you see that
I'm
around
not
you.
selling.
I don't think that most people who you see as women go through no abuse. I think you see
What
people...
abuse?
You keep saying about women
Abuse, I
abuse
said, mentally.
I don't think
Not
most women
physically.
that you see go through mental abuse.
A lot of people I know go
most
through
women I
mental
see
abuse
come
and they
around.
hold it down to keep their house
I
together.
don't see none. I see the woman them around you stuck in situation.
Because they do it nicely and they do it with pride.
I don't,
Most
Angie,
of the
but I
women,
know
they
your
do it
friends,
to cover
Angie.
the family. All of my friends them going through it. Like with these men nowadays here, where they feel like the woman them taking the lead, and it's not really the lead they taking. They maybe
no, I don't. Most of the women them I know around here are doing good. They are billing.
They're doing good, of course. I never said they're doing bad.
Yeah, but why we being negative though? Why we saying that, right? People will believe that it's true, and other community looking and think it's true. It's not true. I see most of your friends them doing good, and if they're in a relationship, I see, and people who can't work just don't work. It just don't work. I don't see this abuse going on in around me. I see great people smiling and having kids and doing. Some people grow out each other. Some people don't like each other again. Some people.
All right, Snappa, let me answer. Peter said here, well, woman has her leadership duty too. Big question is, do the woman nowadays know what the leadership entitled? Maybe that's the problem, and that's where we need to help each other to find out. And wait.
They are doing right now. We don't have no heat in the house, and they are actually fixing the heat. So if you hear them drilling, we got a person downstairs fixing the heat, putting a new boiler. So please excuse that. Go ahead.
Mr. Smith, no, Mr. L. John Smith.
And you know this could be
Oh, please,
you know this
sweetheart.
could be a
Please
nice
let me just read this. Just let me read this.
Hold on, sweetheart. Just one for a minute, sweetheart.
Just let me read this and stop. Every minute you have
So
to
Felicia is saying, right?
It's not-
Leadership don't come with money. You can be a good man, and it's teamwork as long as you are working and striving with both and striving. We both together will make it. Money do not make you a leader. Huh? Money don't make you a leader.
I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know what you're talking about. You see, this is the thing is, as I said before, how you relate to questions, and it's a communication. We have to. Sometimes the answer we're looking for is not the answer we're gonna get, but at times we have to respect each other's view, and we have to understand. It's not gonna be your way. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking.
So Peter said, dictatorship. Oh Lord, you're funny. So what is dictatorship?
Well, the woman has her leadership. Aljan Smith. Smith. Let me see right here. It start from here. Dictatorship. Oh, no.
Can I read it?
Funny. Yeah.
It's all in effective communication with each other. More you listen what I'm saying, because they are saying this because they
Just
see.
read. I can.
We are communicating right now.
Yeah, but I don't want you to tell me. Listen.
I know why you're saying it.
So you're going out for me then?
No.
Oh,
I
so
want
you say how you want me hear it.
You read it.
No, you go ahead. I'm listening. You want me hear it, so I'll listen what it's saying. Tell me. Read. I'm hearing it.
Can I read it, please?
You're very provoking, you know that? Just read.
From the 80s podcast, every Saturday night, we do this. You know the funniest thing, I came on, right?
Read it.
And I play a song for the ladies, right? And it's called Amazing. I really think the ladies are amazing.
They thought you was gonna make it.
The podcast is getting too hot. Cool it down.
They treat you so mean. You're just so amazing. Ooh, such inspiration.
Yeah, good night to each and every one. I think maybe we're going to change the subject to teacher and stuff. So, Deandra, maybe you could join us now and, we could change this topic. I think it's now the time you could come and we could talk more about, take it off of the woman and man, and we'll go back to the youths, them and the kids where we want it, because at times, as I said, we all have our own view and we all have to respect it. But sometimes, how we understand it, sometimes it's not how you understand it. How I understand it, it's not maybe it's not how we understand. So therefore, sometimes we just gotta let it go and keep moving. But we learn as we go along, and we all learn as we go along, and we'll all understand each other. But you know what? Please like, share, and comment, and you guys can help us as we go along. Because as you see, we're struggling with it,
I know
a lot of households is struggling. The thing is this.
I'm not struggling.
Mr. Perfect, you're struggling with it. If you wasn't struggling with it,
name.
I'm saying Mr. Perfect, you're struggling with
Snappa
it.
Chef.
No, but you say you're not struggling with it. We all struggling with it. That's why our community
first of all,
have
you
this
can't call me on
problem.
my name.
Why you like carry on?
No, because that's provoking. You don't call me on my name. You call me.
So in our community, sweetheart, we are struggling. We as people are struggling, whether male or female. We have so much problem and we have so much issues to address.
I'm not
and
struggling.
as we go, each one teach one, and we all need. Don't think. You see, we sit here. It's not perfect. We all go through it too. You guys out there, we all go through it, and we're human beings, and that's why, in a relationship, in parenting, in everything we just need
Angie,
each
listen
other
up.
to learn
Angie,
from and to keep
listen
going.
to that. It's not that serious. I want you to understand. It is a podcast, and we
It's
are
not,
raising.
nobody says it's not serious.
But
You take on too much, a little bit too much.
No, but listen,
Nobody
I
says
mean,
serious.
I mean, I respect
We
what
just-
you're saying now.
Right, so that's all you have to say.
No, I
Please.
said I respect you hearing yourself out. You know, I'm not.
Yeah.
And
I'm
have a
not
problem.
hearing myself out. I'm talking to
And I
people
respect
on the
everything that you
podcast, and
said,
I'm talk-
love.
Deandra,
I respect
Didi.
everything that you say. I'm just saying to you, everything that we say on this podcast is needed to say because we are. This
yeah,
is,
it's
this,
the community. and
exactly,
we
but
need
it's
it.
not even about me and you. If
It's
you.
not about us. Stop making it about us too much. Come,
Yes.
sweetheart, come.
Yeah.
Because that's why
Yeah,
come
do
here
you want
to
to jump in
come.
this hot seat now? You want to stay out? Okay, you get to stay out. You have a choice. Do you want to come jump in this hot seat because you
Come,
know me
we're
not
talking
eat-
about the youths and
You know me not
education.
ease up
Come.
nobody tonight. Me I tell you right now. So if you take the seat, understand. Come.
Why am I the girl leave our house? Come all the way here. She come for help for educate the youths them. That's what
Me
she
the
do.
entertainer
She's a
right
teacher.
here, say no, not you. Let me entertain.
Yo.
Come, Didi. Come, baby. So let's welcome to the stage my princess.
Our princess. It's not your princess. It's about my princess. Our princess.
Come on, sweetie. Come sit right here.
Come right in the middle, Deandra. I don't want to be in the middle too much. Come over. You want to sit here? Come. She want to go in the middle? Alright, come, Didi.
I think it's the wrong class that they're going to give us, right? Hi, baby. What you say? You good? You see what I'm going, right? Alright, now, Deandra, first of all, Nungi, listen to me good. First of all, break it down and let them understand what kind of household is this when it comes to when we discuss. Go ahead. You get to do that. Go ahead. How long you know? You know us a long time, right? You don't have to say it.
I did know.
You know us all your life?
I think so. I can't
And,
recall.
and is this new?
I think I know you. Was what new?
Are we reasoning?
No, you guys are always reasoning.
Cool. So, first of all, you're late.
No, you're late.
And I don't feel like from the this podcast is something to joke around with. But I'm going to chastise you off the ear. I'm not going to do it because I'm already dealing with your mother.
Sorry.
Look at it and look alike. I'm already dealing with your mother. So, Nungi, pleasant good. No, I'm not even going to say Andrea. So this is my beautiful queen. Angie, you can go ahead.
She's
and
not
do
your
it.
queen. She's your princess.
Princess, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yo. Oh, Deandra, welcome to the show. From the 80s podcast, you know it's about the youths.
And fix that
It's
up.
about relationship also, and it's about family. And I could fix it. I'll fix it. It's about family, and it's about the youths them. And yeah, thanks.
All right.
So you wanna go over?
No,
Let
go
him
ahead.
go.
Let's start. I try.
Go on. Yes, stay right over there.
Do the thing.
Yes, so this is my beautiful princess right here. Both of us princess, our only daughter, and she's a teacher, and we want her to help us, to help the youths them out there. How, you know what I mean, what would you say happening to the kids of today with school, and, you know, in what way you could help them to make themselves better. When I say the youths them, I mean the young youths them who, you know, need the education today.
Well, for starters, I feel like it's nothing new, but it's a lot more prominent, especially with, you know, not to bring politics in it, but the president that we have. So, what's going on is like, first off, kids are like behind with a lot of stuff based off like the COVID gap. COVID, even the kids that were born there, just education, like the system not getting with the times, understanding that, of course, like kids are not going to be learning at the same the same rate as fast as we were learning back once again. So it's like the curriculum stays the same. It's like, but at the same time, you know, it's at this point they need to meet the kid where they're at. So I feel like that's something that one of the reasons I became an educator is to meet, you know, kids where they're at. This is my 6th year, going into 7 year, almost 6 years done. And with the various grades I've taught, what I've learned the most is that when you build like trust and rapport with students, it gets them to want to be more invested in learning. So my mom knows, my dad knows as well. Like I have like really, really strong relationship ties with all of my students, even the ones that I do not teach, because when they do feel at times like unmotivated at during school, whether it's like they're not, they're reaching that age where they don't show up to school anymore, or with the younger ones just not wanting to do their works, that relationship I have with them allows them to become like more motivated to do work, because they're kind of like, they don't fear me, but they are afraid to disappoint me because of our relationship, because we're so close. So they want me to always see them in like a higher light. So I feel like just building that trust and rapport amongst the youth and amongst like my students definitely has helped to allow me grow. Help to allow me. Sorry, somebody's crushing ice in the background.
Snappa.
Yes, but it definitely has allowed me to definitely be able to motivate them to close certain gaps that I need to within class, but also it allowed me to help build them as a character outside of class too. So yeah, I definitely feel like relationship is definitely the biggest factor.
Yes. Oh, and I want to say thanks, sweetheart. I'm gonna get you back into this, but Mr. Smith, which is my last name too, but anyway, Mr. Smith, I just want to say thanks for everything you're saying, and you know what? As you said, impact when in a relationship. I'm sorry, Dad, I'm shifting it off a little bit. As Mr. Smith, I want to answer what he said. He said when in a relationship with dad and mom, it can have unresolved. When mom and dad have unresolved issue, it can have a negative impact on the children. Which I think what you said is true, and a little bit, because it depends on how, as a parent, you carried on. Because, there's sometimes as a parent, we have to shelter the kids. So therefore, there are certain things, a limit to it as a parent. Because when you're raising a kid, you have to shelter your kids in such a way that, the best way you know how to do. But I think as parents, no matter what you have to try your best not to have the kids them involved, or not have, to raise good kids. But you said some good points, and, really said what you have to say. But for me and him, this is just, sometimes we get heated, but for almost 4 decades and we're still going strong and still going on, I think that says something good. And, to raise 5 kids and they come out to be good people, I think that says something good, right? But anyhow, as my daughter was saying about the kids, so I must say again, Mr. Smith, thank you so much for your thought, and thank you very much for whatever you have to say, and I'll take it in consideration. Don't think I'll just throw it off, because thanks a lot, I appreciate it. And as you were saying, Andrea, about with the kids them today, what they need, sometimes, as just the same as Mr. Smith said, it starts from in the household. So when you're at home, the kids them need that nourishment, and it's not just food. It's about love, spiritual love, understanding, respect, and how to move, and how their day go by. So that's when they rely on us as the parents to do that, and that's where it starts from home. So when they move from home, they go off to the teachers, and that's where they start, and the teacher do their part. So it's a very good balance. Where it starts from home and to the teachers.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm not gonna have trouble.
So that's a good thing to say. Where as a teacher, to make it easier for the teacher and for the kids, we as the parents have to start the basic stuff from home, and then you send them off to school. But in our community, there is so much more for us and our kids. So, as I was talking to my daughter the other day, she was having PTA meeting, and she was saying it's so sad to see the outcome of the parents who come to the PTA meeting. We need more fathers to get involved. We need more mothers. We need, everybody, the community to get involved. So that's such a good thing where in our community need for PTA meeting, we need the parents to go out.
So you don't think the mothers go to the PTA meeting? Yes or no?
You just hear what I said, sweetheart.
No, I never hear everything.
I just said that the mother and the father need to go out more.
Because I think the problem if we're going to use problem, but I don't even want to go with that. I don't even want to talk. If we can talk about it from that standpoint, like to say the reason why you say about fathers and saying PTA, because I think it's proven that mothers alone going to the PTA is not helping. So we need to come back and fix that and say that I'm all this time. And that's what shake up everything, because it was mother alone in the PTA. So it shows that we need fathers in the PTA. Can I agree on that?
Yes, but how we get fathers in the PTA?
Because we got to tell them, because a lot of time...
Why we have to tell them?
Because a lot of time, me and you can be in the house as good parent, and you just go. You don't realize that even though you're going and you're representing me, you can't represent me.
But why I go and not you? Why?
Because in our community we think the father is not needed in a sense.
And that's some places, and that's true. I agree with that. But I'm saying to you, why is it if I know that the PTA meeting is going on, why you don't know? Why not you and I?
Sometimes it's not like. Sometimes it's not even like
we're talking about me and you. So let we take it off.
No. Sometimes it's not even that I'm doing anything. It's not even that I'm missing. It's just that I am right here sitting in the house, PTA going on, and you just get up and gone. You don't say, let's go to the PTA. Most other community, they said, let's go to the... It's like a normal thing. We don't normalize it.
No, that's crazy. What the question I just asked is this. If I know there's a PTA meeting for the kid, why do you know? Why?
That's true.
Why?
You understand what I'm saying, that?
No. I'm asking you.
I got both of y'all.
No, I'm asking you. Why don't you know if I know?
That you have to talk about if you know it's my talk. Right.
No, I get both of your perspective. I mean, I said I get both of your perspective. I definitely feel like it should be both parents at the front line when it comes to like discussing, their children's needs, whatever that be, whether it's a doctor appointment, whether it's obviously both parents cannot be there all the time, but as much as possible, showing up for doctor appointments, showing that unity, and also showing up to where any meetings within school, whether it's a parent-teacher conference, whether it's a behavioral meeting, whether it's an IEP meeting, I feel like both parents should be present.
What is an IEP meeting?
It's like an individualized educational program. So for certain students with any type of learning disabilities, whether it's like autism, could be like ADHD, could be any learning disability, they may get pulled out or different type of programming for their needs. But like as far as I also understand my own perspective, it's like if one parent knows about all of these meetings, about all these things that are occurring, and they're taking an initiative, they don't necessarily have to tell the other parent to do that. They should know, like, okay, my child have a parent-teacher conference, let me go.
Because I think in the other
appointment, let me go.
Because I think in the other community, that's how they kind of do it. And I think that is why it is so easy for them to do it. Because the mothers actually would like be the one who have all of that on the refrigerator. And I'm not saying it should be. If you don't want it to be, but I'm telling you what is happening. So even though you doing it, you think it's something bad you're doing, but it's what mothers do. You understand what I'm saying? It just seems that way because we want to fight over everything. But sometimes that's what makes you even a greater mother. Can you just remind me, remember today, you're not going to run today, because I say tomorrow we're going to do it. Because you know man steer. But you are saying I shouldn't steer, so but me steer, so. And you can't sacrifice that, the greatness of the you just because you know, say, maybe a little bit down, because mothers actually kind of have that. That's why you actually complaining now to say you do too much. But we can't reason, because there's so much to reason in that sense, and we can go all day and go back and forth. Just because my daughter is here right now, and she is a teacher in a New York City, and we talk to her about teaching and in our community. I don't understand it fully, right? Nongi? But my daughter, listen, but Donald Trump said he might get rid of DOE, Department of Education, right? I don't understand it, right? But if I should go like right, like, and this is where me would have said, if me hear him say that, would have said, get rid of it. Right? Now, maybe me can wrong, but explain to me why I would have wrong and right.
You are wrong.
Go ahead, tell me then.
Well, first off, DOE funds a lot of different stuff. It's also not just Department of Education. It's like a lot of stuff where it comes like from the finances. It's a lot of stuff that he's defunding. And I'm good. There's a lot of stuff that like he's defunding. I don't want to speak on what I do not know, but from what I do know is that like a lot of when he defunds DOE, this also affects kids. Every kid when it comes to learning. Let's already look at the schools that we already have. Certain communities get funded more than others already as we speak. So the DOE is like meant to make sure like okay, like every student is as much as possible, because also the world that we live in have a lot of different barriers that we're trying to get over, a lot of different things that we're still facing to this day, especially as Black Americans and stuff like that, the Black community, any minority community as a whole. But DOE was set in place to try to, as much as possible,
and you think,
much as possible.
No, I'm gonna check your point.
DOE was meant to as much as possible try to like bridge that gap in between like the white, like your white counterparts, like more like urban communities versus rural communities, like versus like urban communities and so on, right? So now you're defunding DOE. So now it's just like now these kids are not gonna be learning at the same rate. I feel like a lot of times people speak on it, but when you're not when you don't really understand it, it's easy for you to sit and say stuff,
I think that is. But
like also,
besides when. Hold on a minute. I think that is so Asian. I don't like to hear when Black people talk about we are trying to get over certain barriers and waiting on certain people. That's true. Now listen, I don't want to hear Black people say we're trying to get over certain barriers and waiting on certain people to take us over barriers. I think we got to pick ourselves over the barriers. So I feel like the things then that they set there to want us to depend on them, I think if they're moving all of that right now, I'm with it. Because I don't want...
How is this going to help?
Because it's never worked. If you look in our community, you see that.
So what are we gonna do to that?
We got anything else other than what's not working.
Like what's gonna work? So you give me the solution.
So we got to realize that we are sending our kids into school.
So what will work?
I'm explaining to you. Mm-hmm. We are sending because even using what y'all doing, you teaching charter school is a reason why the charter school come. It's because DOE wasn't working.
Okay.
And when I look at the way you teach, that's how our kids supposed to get taught. But I think for years, our kids wasn't graduating, and we are saying it's working. Donald Trump is saying it's not working. The reason why he's tearing it down, because he feel like they're losing money. These kids are graduating and from school, and they can't read. You supposed to still play teachers, not teacher, principal, and people to run school, paying them how much hundreds of thousands. For what? To make kids graduate from school and can't read?
Okay. So, like I said before, yes, I do work for a charter. And while charters do have their advantages as far as like it being publicly funded, it's being funded by like your partners with it and stuff like that. I don't get funded by DOE. I'm not really sure about like other charter schools. There might be other schools that get funded by DOE, but we have our own people that fund us, right?
Cool.
Now, but at the same time, I agree and I disagree. There are pros and cons to both public and charter schools. So charter schools, one thing that as much as I love working for a charter school, it really takes like you as an individual. And I feel like that's why I love my school so much. I never switch, because it's like when you have a certain mindset, right? Then it's like it allows you to teach better and stuff like that. But listen. But now when you're working at a charter school and stuff like that, you kind of like everything you're kind of meant to teach kids. Most charter schools is how it is. And I actually think that a lot of charter schools sometimes, even in my opinion, besides my school, because I feel like my school is set apart from every other school, but a lot of schools sometimes it's like you're teaching to like one type of student, right? Whereas in a DOE environment, you
what one type? You mean one race?
No, like.
I don't know what you mean.
On a certain type of level, like you're teaching kids who you automatically assume that they don't have any type of learning disadvantage. They don't have no learning disabilities. Every kid is supposed to learn at the same rate. That's not true. Being a teacher for 6 years, that's absolutely not true. There's gonna be some kids they could all reach the same goal, yes, but it may take a certain amount of time for one kid to reach a goal and a certain amount of time for another kid to reach a goal. So to have those same expectations, it's okay, but to say that they have to do it at the same timing, that doesn't that's not going to work.
But I think that's what DOE do. I think
Absolutely
that's
not. DOE does not do that.
No,
but the thing about the DOE, right? Well, whenever like DOE to me, many teachers are not all the time because it also depends on the school. But many teachers can get a slide by being lazy and not doing, and not doing certain work. But when you do find a great teacher in DOE, I feel like they could teach even better sometimes in the charter school. And so like it's a give or take. And then with the DOE versus charter, when your child have a special need, DOE school I feel like is more of the way to go.
The reason why
to have more programs set in place for kids, especially because you have like you're gonna have your therapist, you're gonna have your you're gonna have your speech therapist, you're gonna have like all the different type of therapists, all the different type of interventions. They have that in a public school environment rather than a charter school. Some charter schools cater to that, but for example, you have like different type of charters. I'm not gonna say that right now, but like different type of charters who will really hold a child back because they don't have those programs set in place. So now that child is not learning at that rate, and now you kind of feel like, okay, this child is unteachable, right? So I feel like it could work. That could happen in any type of school, in a DOE school, in a charter school. I just so happen to be blessed in the school that I am in.
Hold on 1 second. I hear what you're saying, but I'm saying the reason why I said whatever I said, defund or change it, because education
you want to cancel it, not defund.
Cancel it.
You cannot say. I feel like that's ignorance.
Hold on, let me tell you why I said cancel it. Because all what you just said is why these programs are there. Why these kids are what you call retarded, or you call them ADD or whatever the word, is because these are the programs there, and they must have people to full these programs.
That doesn't make any sense.
If you go back and look at it, the reason why you're going to find other community, like you're going to find before, not even say other community, because it's still DOEs all over. But if you find that before, once there is money, they're going to find a way to put kids in these programs. So a lot of time why these places are packed with these kids is because there's so much money in these things. And that's why you have jail. That's why you have so much of these classes. Okay. Because there is funding coming for it. Chop a whole of it, and then you're going to see them classes that get smaller and smaller. You're going to find that these kids are going in a regular class, and they're going to learn, and they're not going to have no excuse and give them medicine. It's because money, somebody is making money off the top, and it's true. Not our community.
To a certain extent. That's true to a certain extent.
And that is what the is showing. The only thing what I'm saying, I take them up. Other community, because this is what they should be doing with the money. Instead of put them instead of when they leave school, you push them in after school that is not even working. You should have people like me and you getting money, the same DOE money.
What we gonna do with them after?
To bring them to the park, to talk to them, to continue teaching them till their parents come home. We're supposed to grow them, to show them, because it's not...
Well, you know that after school, as you and I were saying, the after school is supposed to help them with their homework, help them with other things, because in the other community, that's what they do. After school is not the school. They help with other things. Yes. And as Mr. Smith was saying here, where he said, the neighborhood, we need to do a lot of this because there's so much stuff we can get done by the school.
That's what he just said. He's saying black association.
That's what I just said.
But the reality of it is this. Like, we all have to say what can be done and what should be done, right? But what is being done?
But it's being school with a pool in it, a nice soccer field, everything look green, and it look like it's a college campus with that is special. It look like some top country club. It's still DOE running it.
Yes.
But when you look into our community, see prisons. Why should I defend it? Why?
So what? All right. So when DOE is taken away, where are the schools? Where are the schools gonna build now? Who's building schools? Which teacher is gonna teach now?
No,
where the money gonna come from? The teacher to get paid?
No,
where is the money that's gonna come from teacher? What business? What black-owned business is gonna fund the school? Because there's none that's funding the school right now. So what business is gonna fund the school? Whether the school.
I think you don't say my paycheck.
And the reason why, there's a lot of stuff. Yes, there's a lot of stuff like systematic racism and stuff like that allows our schools to be built. It has a lot to do with it. That has our schools that.
So you think DOE should continue then?
Yes, I do.
Okay, because you love what's going on. You love how our kids are bright and how our kids are going through metal detectors and how our kids are.
My kids are
gangs. Your school is what was the introduction of why DOE is not working.
No.
Charter school, private school is what showing them that DOE is not working. That is why your school was created.
I'm trying to explain to you that there is no possible way that DOE could be defunded and all kids can be learning. Because even with charter schools set in place, there are not enough funding within the communities for charter schools to be built to have the population of all these kids within the school.
I think that is what I think
impossible. You have to have DOE.
If I'm looking,
there is no DOE.
If I'm looking at
kids has to leave from where they're at because there would not be enough teachers in our charter schools to teach them. There would not be enough charter schools to teach them because you can only have a certain amount of kids in a school.
I can't be
Therefore,
wrong.
there still needs to be DOE. And if I'm not mistaken, do not quote me because I'm not absolutely 100% correct. But DOE does not fund all charter. A charter school could be funded by DOE too, but not ran by DOE. So that's another thing too.
We need more.
DOE also
we need more small schools.
Goes into like loans and stuff like that for college. It's bigger than what you.
Are you saying our kids? Are you saying right? We can take some. We can instead of having one big school, we can't have 10 schools and have 10 principals. That is what. But
how were we gonna?
Because that is the money that they're spending in DOE.
Who's spending the money?
Our tax money. DOE, Department of Education. That's what they mean, right?
That's what I mean.
Cool. So the money that is going for that they draw from your paycheck, they are giving it to people who are inept. They are not doing nothing.
A lot of people who runs in DOE are black. What I'm trying to explain to you.
You think we get that from there? Just not the foolishness.
It also has to do like whether or not you're going to advocate for the whatever community you work in, right? Because even you still have basically what I'm trying to say is this. Doesn't matter whether or not it's a DOE school, whether it's a charter school and stuff like that. There are within your community, a black community is not never, but even up until this day, the schools are gonna always look different. That's how it is. Yes, charter schools are built to close that gap between your white counterparts and minority students, but a lot of those stuff still cannot change, right? So my thing is this: Trump is taking away trying to take away DOE because we're not even sure if he's going to be able to do that because of all this stuff that's already set in place.
All right,
and he's attempting to take away DOE, but what does he have set in place? I'm trying to say.
Wait, let me read some of
what is the solution?
Wait, let me read some of this comment first. It says someone say your daughter is coming from I'll read that part. But he said here. Great conversation. More family need to talk about these things. I have applauded this family. The family. Wait. Felicia says, Snappa, your daughter is correct. You are on the outside looking in. You have to be in it to understand. She said, I have worked 38 years in the school system. And Mr. Simmons said, I believe your daughter should think about running for city councilor representative. Leadership, skills, and is very articulate. And Felicia said, I'm sorry, Snappa, you are very wrong.
Thank you, guys. Yes. My father is indeed incorrect, and maybe I actually think about that.
But it's not. I don't think it's. But
no. But hold on, because I'm just
say this. I don't think it's. I'm being wrong or right. I'm just.
It is wrong. No, you are wrong.
No. I'm not trying to say. No, listen. I am not trying to look right or wrong here. I'm saying why I defending.
But you can't defend. What I'm trying to say.
But it's not me. You gotta say he's wrong, not me.
No, you're wrong. But if you are defending somebody, or if you're defending somebody's ideas, it does make you wrong.
No, that means you're
defending wrong.
But that's
because I have my own opinion. I'm wrong.
Yeah, you can have your own opinion, be wrong if you don't have any facts to back it up.
No,
opinion without fact is like you don't have any facts to back it up.
I think your opinion is what people should respect the most.
Not quite. But what I'm trying to say is, especially when you don't have the facts to prove out the statistics, like all of this, all the statistics to prove it and everything like that. I'm saying that I work in a school.
Who made the stats?
Not us, right? But I
That's
but I
where
have
you
to read
go
about
wrong.
But I have to read about it. I have
No,
to
you gotta
read
look
about
at it and see for yourself.
All right. What I'm trying to say is this. I've worked in all I know is teaching. Before I was even a teacher, I was a tutor in high schools in Albany.
I agree with it because I feel it's not helping our community.
So when they defund our community, is what you gonna say?
They're gonna replace with something better.
What better? What is it?
Whatever it is. So
what you
like for instance,
it with?
I just told you, like I'm saying, like when I look at Andrea, what she's doing with charter school, just because she's my daughter, I understand charter school. I look more, I feel like that could work more better. And I think that same money, they will just pump more of that money now into individual school. And instead of one big school, or look like prison, they get 10 nice, sexy school for the kids. Pretty nice school with green grass, driving, give them skills like them want to leave out of high school, make them learn to drive, make them learn to be plumbers, put programs in the school. I think DOE is not doing that because it's an old system and it's running because everybody in there just fattening them pocket and the youths them are coming out and not benefiting from it. And it's still we who paying it. So because I'm a taxpayer, I get the right just to say that. No, I can be wrong. Because she's saying something, right? But I'm saying, even with what she's saying, I even get, because she's here, I can even use the experience of me having a daughter teaching in a charter school to say that is why I think there should be a different system from the public. Just even that's the way the school is big. I just feel that is why, and I feel like a lot of the things that they are doing.
What school is big?
Like most of the regular public school,
But the charter school big too.
No.
Yes.
No, they are not.
So their school not big school.
No, it's not as big.
Well, yeah, even some tries that are
bigger than public school.
One trend I know is from K through 5th, they have 3 classes and they have like 35 students per class.
But I don't think that was the intention. I think they need to fix that too. Things can be fixed. I don't think
What need to be fixed, I think, in our community? There's so much things to be fixed. But I'm saying education started from home. So therefore, we're talking about the DOE, we're talking about everything. It starts from there and
I'm
STEM.
just talking about DOE.
Well, no, listen what I'm saying now, and STEM. So when Trump defund...
President Trump. You gotta say President Trump.
I don't have to say that.
He's the president of the country.
You say President Biden? You say Biden, right?
But you don't know.
No, did you?
I never say Sleepy Joe. I never say Sleepy Joe.
He's just trying to be provoking, y'all. Do not listen. He really is not even like a supporter. He's just trying to be funny now.
No, I'm telling you something wrong with it. He provoking me all night. You should have done it to see. Till he made me get out of character.
He doesn't even care about this man. He's just trying to be funny.
No. But I read this one, David, right here.
Community meeting, PTA meeting, city council meeting. Where are our people? Go and look and take a head count. Now go on the other side and take a head count. That is why they get more. The information is there, but you have to get involved. And I completely agree with Felicia.
Because very much
while yes, we have our own, like I said, systematic racism is a thing. We're complaining, and a lot of us are not showing up. And I could say I never.
I mean, it's a podcast, and is why, and one of the things with these things do, it gives we. That is what these social media do. It gives we a place to speak from yes, or where we are speak from. Because one of the things with like the fake news them, they speak for the people. This is most of where the Democrat them especially get them or they make them decision. They look at CNN and the rest of place them and they draw their conclusion from that. And I would say same thing with the Republican them. They look at Fox News and they draw their conclusion. Now we have a podcast where we can think through things and make our own decision and why we think this would have better or that would have not better. So you get to say it your way, I get to say it my way. And this is why these podcasts are so important. Love the reason tonight. Now I'm gonna even lie. Me personally like the reason. Love where we go with it. We getting out of here. We're getting out of here. For everyone who come through tonight, definitely Definitely appreciate y'all.
Want to say to each and every one of you that come out and give us your support and your love and your time tonight. Just want to say thank you. Please tell a friend to tell a friend. Keep like, share, comment, because this is what it's all about.
Rock with the rhythm, rock with the rhythm. Level and we're too complacent and we think like we don't watch all these people who are selling the raw food that them are get to our kids. You know how much money them are make out of public school and all them are do run our kids' belly. This is what those places are. Those places are dumping ground for people who don't care about the system but making all the money. It's not even about education. It's the people who is selling the books, the people who's making the decks. These are the people who make the money, the people who's painting the building. It's not about our kids. Our kids are getting the lease from DOE.
Okay, so
I kind of have an idea what I'm talking about.
yeah, but when I understood about DOE and whatever, and I think I'm gonna read up more about it. I cannot talk about something I don't know. I don't know nothing about it. I just don't like what he stands for. But
You know, for everyone who joined,
I love the reason tonight, and we have maybe next week we'll continue with it. Because what we can do, make it be. I'm gonna give you a homework. So, talking about education, and I'm gonna bring back somebody because I will tell you one thing about Andrea. She's not gonna say nothing and get nothing. If you agree with that, she's gonna go with it. And she's a Democrat.
That's why you can't have her. If nobody now go your way, it's not the way.
No, I want some.
But she was neutral. You
cool.
just want to.
No.
It's not to do with me.
I mean, just hear me on my
She
love.
don't. It's not have to do with me. All right, let's wrap up the program now and then. We continue this for next week.
Yeah. I like you see this tonight is eating and I love it. I love it. Both topic that we was going with. And again, me say happy woman. Let me play about that woman song. Let's finish it with that song. Because I feel, first of all, if it's academics, it's not working. Because most of the youth them done. And I don't think Donald Trump, let me use him, is used in America. He's judging it off other countries. So he's saying for years, this is not working.
But he was a president before too.
Right, but he wanted to defund it from them time too. Or whatever it is. I'm just saying, but you know what I'm saying, right? But you know, love, you got kids who go through the system. You see how hard you have to work. We have to take them out of public school. We have to take Andrea out of public school and put her in a private school when it has stress. We're not even able to stress me out. And then we finally find out with a sneak her back in a like of a charter, like the young man, Christian. And that's what make her even that. You see how them struggle through, just how they get beat up. You don't want our kids them getting beat up in school. Some community kids are not getting beat up. Because a different system are running. And even with DOE, even if DOE work, it don't work in our community.
So we are saying the DOE can stop them from fight?
Yes, because you're supposed to set up different small class, let the kids know each other. Don't cherry. Like, alright, I said this before I go. I remember when my son got jumped at school and he went to high school, right? And when I went there, I was so mad. And I went there and first I started talking to the guard. You know the guard said, oh, he just come, he's fresh meat. He got to fight his way out. And the guard said to me, say, these kids are not students. They are criminals. You have kids in this school that do prison time already.
In which school?
In the high school.
Do prison time.
Do prison time.
That what the guard said she will make you know.
Ask Felicia, she will.
There's no kid. They couldn't, juvenile. So they maybe go to juvie. But
Felicia,
when he start,
tell her what I'm
8th
saying?
grade, not go prison. Yeah, they can go prison, but wouldn't be. When that security guard was telling you, it's they could go to juvie. I know that.
What is the difference,
juvenile are for young kids.
She answered. That's what she said.
Where are our children going private school? or behind I leave school. Behind I leave school. Felicia, could you explain that a little for me? Let me see. Maybe on my phone. She said the last one.
She said, where are our children going? Private school or behind? I leave school. Yeah, where are our children going? Private school. Where are our children going?
You know, you have to find.
You think them that whatever you just send to learn to read and write. I think who you think a bomb up the country? You think is a bomb up the overseas? You think it's dunce people? A bright people starting war. So it shows that academics don't make you smart. It just make you say you're bright, but you're still dumb because you bomb up the world and you cheat people and you do all of this. So it don't mean because you have old education, you're better than somebody who not have an old education. You have to have character and be a nice human being. I think private school create better human being. And I think that is a bigger part. But you see the reason deep, Angie? We are get out of here. One time I say it already. But I love the reason. This is my last song, yeah, man. We are get out of here. We are counting, Angie. You have a homework to do. You have homework to do, please. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Snappa Chef. A beautiful cool Angie. What a program. Thank you all for coming out tonight. God bless you.
Big fat black him got stuck in high ways. 3-star ratchet, fetch up off a guy face. Me told him, pull your pants out your waist. Go on to school, cause jail is not that nice place. Cause you be property of the state.
And for that, we say good night to each and every one. And thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for your support and your love. Please have a blessed week, a blessed Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday until we see you back same time, same place. And, you know, as he say, I have a homework. I'm going to see what the homework is. So I'm going to do my homework, and I'll see you guys back on Saturday. There's always pleasure to be with you guys. This is how I spend my Saturday night, more Saturday night. So I just want to say pleasant good night, and thanks again to each and every one of you. One love, peace. Just remember the youths them, okay? The youths are the future, and we need them. So please keep that in mind. One love.